We could be.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute plushy baby blanket. It's got all kinds of different, it's got 4 different yarns in it, and it's really soft and really nice and really quick to make. Okay, so you are going to need Bernat Baby Bundle, or you can make it in the home bundle too. It's the exact same yarn, just this is you know, baby colors, but you might find a color you like better in the home bundle. Okay, so a lot of people like to take the yarn out of here, but I find if you do, you're either starting off with this yarn or you're starting off with the pixie yarn, and it's hard to see your stitches. So for this blanket, I'm going to just unravel it from the outside. Now, to start it, move this out of the way, you are going to make a slip knot. And this is a size 8, size 8 millimeter crochet hook. So make a slip knot, and you are going to chain 60. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What you want to make sure of is your tension isn't too tight. That's the thing about this yarn too. As you get to this yarn here, the pixie yarn, and I can't remember what this one's called, but this yarn here, you want to make sure that you're not doing it too tight. Like, don't overcompensate for the yarn. Like, make them a little looser, these ones. Same as for this blanket plushy yarn. I find this stuff, sometimes it wants to like stick to itself, so just kind of, I don't know, when we get to it I'll show you. So when I come back, I'll have 60 chains and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I've chained 60, and now in your 4th chain from the hook, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, you want to place a double crochet. You want to actually put 2 double crochets into that same chain. So there's 1 and 2, and as you can see, the yarn is starting to change. I find that this yarn can be extremely hard to work with, so I found that making this type of blanket way easier. So then you're going to skip this next chain right here, and you're going to go into this one, and you're going to put 2 double crochets into that hook, or into that stitch. You're going to skip the next chain and go into your next chain and put 2 double crochets. Again, be careful with your tension. Just kind of let the yarn do its thing. Don't pull it too tight. Now you're going to skip the next chain, go into your next chain, and put 2 double crochets. Just like that, and you are going to continue this the entire way down. Skip a chain, go into your next one, and put 2 double crochets. So again, keep doing that the entire way down the length of the chain until you get to the last chain. The last chain is only going to be 1 double crochet into that chain. But again, I will come back and I will show you how to do the last stitch and go on to your next row. I'll come back when I'm finished. Okay, so now I'm coming to the end of the first row. So I'm going to put my 2 double crochets into this stitch here. 1 and 2. And then in this last stitch right here, you just want to put 1 double crochet into that stitch. Okay, so just like that. And then I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to turn my work. So my work was like this. I'm just going to turn it like this. Okay, so now into this space here, there's going to be spaces that we're going to work into. So I'm going to do 1 double crochet into that stitch. And then I'm going to do 2 double crochets into this empty space right here. It's going to make kind of like a brick pattern. 1 and 2. And then again, I'm going to skip that V stitch, skip those, and go into this spot right here. And I'm going to put 2 double crochets into that space. 1 and 2. And then again into the empty space, put 2 double crochet. And for this blanket you will need 2 balls of that yarn, 2 big balls of that yarn. Again, 2 double crochets. And again, keep doing this all the way until you're almost at the end, and I will come back and show you what to do next. And you're just going to repeat the rows from here on out. And then I will show you how to join your yarn to the next ball. One and 2. Okay, I'll be back when the second row is finished. Okay, so I'm coming to the end of round 2. So here's another empty space. So I'm going to put 2 double crochets into there. 1 and 2. Now, there's no more spaces. Technically that's a space, but that's not how we're going to do it. So right here in this top chain, we are going to just place 1 double crochet into the top of that chain. Okay, just like that. Now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to turn our work. Now, literally this entire blanket, we're going to be doing the exact same thing. So into this first space, we are going to be putting 1 double crochet. And this yarn here, this is the one that I was talking about. It's kind of, I don't know, like it wants to stick to itself. 1. Okay, so then into this next empty space, you want to put 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. Yeah, this yarn is definitely a learning curve, dealing with all the different textures and your tensions and things like that. But once you get it, it's going to look so good. So then again, skip those 2 stitches and go into the next empty space and put 2 double crochets. Skip those ones and put 2 double crochets into the empty space again. Just like that. 1 and 2. Okay, so like I said, you're going to literally do the exact same thing in every single row. So always remember that when you chain up your 3, that your first one you're only going to do 1 double crochet into that space. Then in every other one you're going to do 2 double crochets into the empty space. And then when you get to the end, you will go into here and do your 2 double crochets and then find your top chain here and do 1 double crochet in the end. chain up 3, do the next row the same. If you have to pause the video and rewind it a little bit, just to see those steps, but it's pretty basic and it's pretty simple. I will come back when I'm obviously halfway done, and I will show you how to join the yarn, and I will also come back when I'm finished the entire blanket and show you how to you know, tie off and then get rid of these excess pieces. But you definitely want to use up both balls of the yarn to get a good size blanket. And yeah, I'll come back and show you. Okay, so I'm coming to the end of my yarn, so I'm just going to continue down this row. Okay, so now I'm going to put that off to the side, and here's the end of my yarn, and here's a new ball. Alright, so now I'm just going to grab the end of the new ball, put them together, and just tie them in a really tight knot. Just like that. And then where the knot is, you can cut right like a little bit past that knot, and that knot is nice and secure and it is not going anywhere. So then you just continue on until that ball of yarn is all gone. 2 double crochets in every open space until you get to the end. Okay, so here's my yarn, and then that will just get that, I'll cut that later, it's fine. There's 2 in there and 2 in here. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and then always remember to only put 1 double crochet into this chain up. Sometimes the chain up can be hard to find, but like just feel for it and you should be fine. Make sure you're going through the loops properly. See that one there? There we go. Oh, didn't yarn over. There we go. Like that, see, so everything is straight. Chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, and then at the beginning of every round you're only putting 1 double crochet into that first open space, and then 2, and so on. And just continue to work up this blanket. It doesn't take long to work it up. I could have probably finished it yesterday, but I put it down and today's new day. But I think this blanket's probably like a 2 to 3 hour blanket, probably more closer to 3. And it's just a perfect gift for a new baby. Again, I'm going to continue to do this, and I will come back and show you what I do to get rid of the ends. Okay, so now I'm coming to the end of this blanket. So I'm just going to put in my last few stitches. And then 1 double crochet into the last. And then I am just going to, oh, where's my scissors? I'm just going to cut my yarn just a little. Okay, and then I'm going to yarn over one more time and just pull that yarn through there and kind of pull it. Okay, so now what you want to do is, remember where we joined it? So that's pulled nice and tightly, so literally just cut it. That you can weave it in if you want to, but I feel more secure if it's tied. So then all you're going to do for the ends, for both ends, same thing. I like to split these in 2 equal portions. Put my crochet hook into there and pull it through, and then I'm just going to knot it 3 times. 1, 2, and 3, and then again pull it nice and tight, and then just cut it a little bit away from the knot, just like that. The other end, same thing. Just split it in half, the strands, stick your hook in there, pull through, knot it 3 times. If you want to make this blanket longer, or wider I should say, just remember to stick to multiples of 6s. So when you do your change, just make sure you're doing those in multiples of 6 till you get to the length that you want to have. This is just for a baby blanket, but it is beautiful, and you end up with a 31 by 31 inch blanket, which is a pretty good size for a little baby blanket. And there you go. And that's just folded up. And it's so soft. I want to get some of the home bundle one in the colors that are like for adults, and I want to make one for my bed. It would be awesome. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video tutorial helped you.